Why hello there, fellow architects and constructors, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, Episode 63, Eastern Villa Groundwork. So, bathrooms. If we do... So, I think the easiest way to mark it down is just a 9x9 for the rec. And a 9x9 for the dining, where we can subsequently trim the corners. I'm just wondering if it could fit. Yeah, fit it in there. In fact, if I move it over one, I can use this wall here. Then this is... I would need to replace... Oh, well, the problem with that is I would need to replace the inner wall. Oh, let's move it lower. Trying to get it all planned ahead of time without, like, a blueprint in my head. Tricky on the fly. And I'll probably move this wall here so that it doesn't interrupt. So that's like a rec room. There we go. And then we have a smaller hallway. And this rec room then gets paired with a dining room. So we could do another 9x9 dining room here and move the main entryway to around there. So I should make this one lower. But it's fitting in. I did something wrong there, didn't I? Yeah, I deleted this wall. Because that one was confusing. Let's fix that. Okay, so we have got rec and dining. Road comes in here, or actually even the road can come in here. Instead. It actually lines up with this road, nicer. So maybe that works. So then this will just be enclosed like that. And then what we have left is, and it looks like you guys want to sell Cambo, so I'll close that poll. So what we have left now is the bathing, which is like a 24 sized, and the sauna, which is 24 sized. Move them both one unit to the right to align with the wall. I could just destroy this and they don't have to align with the wall. Or do that, yeah. I mean, I can move them one to the right. It's just, it's a lot of painting. But okay, let's do that. So... the 9x9 here with the wall. Oops. This is the right form factor? Yep. Maybe I'll have them share walls. I think that's probably less expensive too. And then we won't have a weird void space. So there's the two rooms. Main entryway. Then we want the bathrooms. Or the bathing rooms. It's larger, but that's fine. And then the sauna, larger, but it's fine. And then a lot of common area. Then the last thing is the slave quarters. Slave quarters can be pretty small, but the supply room is going to be 3x3, and then the slave quarter itself. And then this, maybe what I'll do is I'll incorporate the gardens inside of the common area. So I'll put like gardens in here. Maybe slightly smaller, and then wall them up in. It's like an inner courtyard of gardens. Because I don't want to exactly verbatim copy the sort of layout of the last one. So it gets boring if you do it the same. So slave quarters with the slave bedding. So this... And then slave supply. Something like that. And then this road will come, will maybe be a little higher. So it's just straight. Comes in, and then the slave area will be walled off. So it's hidden from the senators. Something along those lines, I think will work. It's a big project, but it needs to be done. So what is your certainty now? It dropped a lot, right? Also, you should be fed, low meals. Who owns combo? Blades of the Creed? Yeah, and I'll hold on to them. I'm not going to release. I think all the bedrooms are roughly the appropriate size too. And we can always make up the difference in art and other things that add beauty. I don't need to use double strand, unlike the Western. So this is for the Eastern Republic, and, or, sorry, for the Central Republic, so green. So having the inner courtyard be green with gardens makes sense, in my opinion. And maybe we'll want to start on the carpets. So over here, make a large rug out of cloth. I don't think I can get enough lizard skin. Like, I don't think it's reason. Well, I could try shopping for it, but like, lizards just aren't typical creatures that I see on my map tile. So it's, you know, unless we got attacked by manhunter tortoises, it would be very hard to get the lizard skin for green carpets. But I can ask you. Should I try to source lizard skin for carpets? I know that you can just dye them after the fact with dyes. I want to make it clear that I could have done cloth carpets and dyed them Devil Strand red, but I chose not to. I chose to make Devil Strand carpets for these guys. But I could do dyed carpets for them, if that's appropriate. I'm fine either way. I'm actually kind of surprised. Oh, I made an error over here too. So there should be marble mosaics in the bathroom. I did the other bathrooms marble mosaic, except for Davis's, because Davis had natural stone, and I just left the natural stone. So with that in mind, Atla, or Atlu rather, unrestricted, and Scala unrestricted. They're getting unrestricted so they can actually do the work inside of this villa. They have access to that villa now. All right, all the excavation is now done. So now it's just a construction time. And we're almost done placing all the walls. So then it's just a matter, or placing the mountain walls. Then it's just a matter of laying out the actual rooms themselves. No lizard skin. Got it. The road to the new villa can be still aligned to the road network? Yes, it could be. I kind of like the concept of, like, desire paths. Not that RimWorld does it all that well, especially given that pawns just kind of, like, walk wherever they want because of the memory-saving pathfinding mechanics of RimWorld. But I think it will look nice regardless. I'm not too concerned about trying to make it perfect or anything like that. So unlike last time, which was honestly a bit of a logistics nightmare of trying to haul the furniture in, I think this time around I would like to build all of the bedrooms except for maybe a rug or carpet, because that takes the longest, before they even move in, so that I am not responsible for having to, like, do plumbing on the fly, because that was not easy, having to move things around. And I think we have the labor pool this time around, because when we originally started building the Western Republic, Mila has inspired trade. When we were originally building the Western Republic facilities, we just didn't have the kind of, like, slave labor and manpower labor pool that we have now. So now we can just build right from the onset and then move them in when we appease them. So that's the plan. Plan is to have it basically fully furnished, and all a senator has to do is be satisfied with their influence requirements. So the other one, we used just simple stalled doors for the bathrooms, but marble walls. Got it. I'm going to start placing the walls down. Some of the walls are nested, so I have to be cautious about placing them so that there's not path blockers. And I'm leaving open space for doors, because I don't need to place walls and then be like, oh, I need a door. No, I can plan ahead for that. Yeah, makes sense. We're stronger now. We can do villas right now rather than later. Exactly. We have so many more workers. Where's the new slave quarters? Down here. I guess I could start encapsulating. So their food storage was put in stone, but the slave quarters were not. So I'll put the food storage in stone, and then the slave quarters itself in wood and simple materials. I think it was all straw, right? Yeah. This will be a lot easier to look at once the infrastructure's added. For this room, I think we can do smoothed granite flooring. So that might be good for, like, the sauna. So maybe this one will be the bathroom. How's our... Oh, yeah, and unlike last time, we have a lot of marble quarrying, so that's also not a bottleneck. You know, raw materials, I think when we were building this, we really didn't even have the quarries up and running, truly. So, this is so much easier than before. Let's reassess this road. So if the road comes in... Well, actually, this was a 3-wide road. So it would come in here. For theirs, it was 2 wide. I could have it tapered to 2. I'm glad that we have now, like, steel up and running, because this will obviously take a lot of windows. For the other bathrooms, where did the... Okay. The mosaic should go all the way out to the stall door. But not in the sauna or bathroom. Got it. Well, if that's the case, then both the sauna and bathroom can be smooth granite. Because the entire structure is smooth granite. So that actually worked out nicely. Just by chance. There's the recreation and dining that overlooks the courtyard. Yeah, I can see it coming together. How's the other senators? They're well supported. Yeah, well done, Cerise. You are way more capable than the 2 people that you replaced. Now, I'm leaving some of the more labor-intensive things, like building the ornate doors, last, because they are just physically going to take a while. We'll get them, but they're pretty low on the priority list. Just checking up on the quarry. Yeah, it's definitely a drain on resources. The gladiuses are done for Londinium. I think, Mila, you had a trade inspiration lasting for 7 more days. How is your trade price improvement? Not that I really care. 27 versus Scipia's what? 20? Oh, so you're even better than Scipia? Perfect. Let's have you go out to Londinium. Bring, this time, the male horses. We have recently traded with Londinium, meaning that they're not going to have new stuff that we're unaware of. But I will bring stuff to sell them. Bring 4... So they asked for 8 gladiuses. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to bring the, like, Vizsmas and the Plasteel slave collar. I mean, it's just weird to keep that stuff. It's, like, lore-breaking, so I want to get rid of it. Some of them weren't tattered clothing, and anything that they can't afford to buy, we'll donate. I don't mind donating for reputation. That's totally fine. Alright, in terms of travel supplies, I won't make the mistake I made last time. We will bring kibble, fine grills, but I'm sure the fine grills will decay. So then I will bring the pemmican. Alright, off you go. That wasn't Londinium. Once it's packed up... Yeah, let's bring Grantium. Once it's packed up, I'll reroute to Londinium, which is up here. Thank you for reminding me. I'm glad that I added the silver then, because we are going to a novel city after all. I'm not sure about the walkways around the courtyard, so I'm going to leave this area unpaved so I can figure out what that might look like. This area? I'll probably try to incorporate as much green as I can. And then in terms of the flagstone... Maybe I'll have the entryway here. So the other villa has like double walls, extra secure. I don't know if that's really necessary for this one. But it can have this inner area. I don't know what I will put here, but I'll leave it as an option. Because we can dress it up. Something like that. May have made some mistakes in laying down the brickwork, but we'll correct it if there are any. Milo's still packing the caravan. How's our meat? It's looking a little lean. Our heal rate's looking ridiculous. 350? Let's shrink this zone a little. We haven't done... Oh, no, we've done the hay harvest. I just haven't hauled it. Issue of lack of haulers. Well, you know, our labor pool is kind of busy with other things, so That makes sense. Now, we didn't actually do curbstones for their roadways. I probably would have had I had more time. But that's something to consider being done at some point for beautification. And then we're going to need billiards table, poker table, seating. And I could probably, what I'll do is, if I can't afford it immediately, I'll put the seating in when we can. Also, Scala, let's have you fix this. I've been pretty lucky in that I haven't had any raids, so I have been able to make a lot of progress on our construction goals, because it's... Oh, you know what? Hold on. Mila, bring Cambo. Glad to remember. We're getting rid of him. He's too stubborn. I thought we'd add him, but I was wrong. Okay. Day and a half, travel, 10 days of food. They're fine. They're well provisioned. Can't believe how quickly this is coming together? Yeah, well, I have a lot more people able to do the work. Dedicated stone quarriers, dedicated stone cutters, dedicated builders, dedicated haulers. You know, we are finally a bit more of a city-state than like a little village as far as RimWorld's population goes, which is very handy for making big projects. And I also approached it a little differently, more like holistically, trying to figure out, you know, the bedrooms are going to border the mountains, and then filling in the rest of the space and planning. I don't know. When starting the series, I hadn't planned like giant cities quite like this. I mean, False God was similar-ish, but not really in scope. And the other large colonies I've had were just hyper utilitarian, like the first Wendigo, where I didn't have to have the supporting infrastructure for, you know, saunas and bathing and plumbing and water and farming and all that stuff, because it was just like, oh, we just eat people. They arrive, we kill them, we eat them. Makes the sort of farm to table process a little bit easier for first Wendigo. So this was definitely a little outside my wheelhouse. Definitely ran into a lot of challenging logistics, but at the end of the day, it's coming together. You know, zooming out, it feels more city-like, with farms and pastures and villas and quarries, and, you know, just looks lived in. I'm out of beds. There's a lot of younglings in there. So, what does our auto starter look like now? I'm going to check up on that. We got max males, max... No, wow, Muffalo. Female adults, we have 0? What the hell happened? So for wild boar... Am I reading this wrong? So... Oh, it's... They're all pregnant. Yes. That's what's going on. I kind of wish they grouped them together. That makes it really not useful. Because if you have a max female quota and then they get pregnant, the pregnant are all of a sudden not females? Like, what? This is why I don't like ranching. Like, oh, sorry, your uterus is being used, so you're not gendered anymore. I know that you can slaughter the pregnant with the thing on the right, but the fact that the pregnant ones aren't counting against the gender max makes no sense. I don't know. It's not how I would have coded it. Oh, okay. So, Sappers from Thukel. Got it. This Sapper group might run straight into the main gate. So, yeah, let's prepare a proper defense. And then we're going to have to thwart the Southern Sapper group, but they're not great in number. We had 2 slaves near... Oh, is this prepare a while? No, it isn't, but they're not moving. So the northern group is like all melee. And it's Thukel, so they're a bunch of Neanderthals. So they're tough to kill, but they don't move fast. So maybe I can, except for Maxis, not you, because you move at snail's pace. Go, where do you think my base is? Thukel, whatever intel you're working off of, you're drunk, go home. Like, what is going on? They're like, all right, let's core into the base. And then they dig deeper into the mountain. I don't understand. But the southern group's going to be annoying. So, if the northern group is stupid, the southern group, we will rally with our meleeers. With our brawlers. And Bibo and Deus are going to go south anyway. They're getting rocked. Alright, Joshua's getting shot a lot. But soon we'll clear the path to him. Alright, the northern group is fleeing because they were stupid and decided to basically just tank to the face until they were dead. You know, like you do. Oh, this is outside the map tile, so this is an infestation risk we can't fix. That's fine. And southern group are basically done. Joshua, the new guy, had his ear destroyed. We'll just call you Evander. Keep fighting. We're not done. We're not done until he collapses. Okay. Got shot in the leg, but nothing too serious. Alright, thank you, slaves. And thank you, Maxis, for sounding the alarm that there was an issue. So, all of the lake corpses are gone, except for this one. I haven't fully built the fire cave yet. I think what I can do is I can lure maybe the infestations here into this fire cave. Intentionally. So, I'm going to make a granite wall. So this is just to process corpses. I haven't really had to deal with this until just now. So we are going to build a roof over this entire area and stick corpses in here. So call this Corpse Cave. I'm so creative with my names. And we will put human likes that are not colonists or slaves. Because we bury our colonists and our slaves. Let's allow strangers. It's too bad you can't differentiate stranger hostiles versus stranger non-hostiles, but yeah, such as it is. And everyone that's been wounded basically is getting tended to in our Medicus. Oh, I really like the color on that. Very vivid. Well, especially you. You took the, hey, we're the Eastern Republic a bit serious, and your hair is striking. Oh, sorry, Bebo. Bebo's like, do I get to leave? Yes, you get to leave. Yeah, they're Neanderthals, not as intelligent as I said. True. And they proved it. They started quarrying into a mountain. Like, where were they going to go? Were they going to dig all the way to this bed? I think that's what was going on with the Impids. So, if you're wondering about the Sapid... Sapid. Impid and Sapper is a Sapid. If you're wondering about the Sapper code and the way their code works... when sappers arrive on your map tile, they are instructed to essentially attack towards a bed. And I think what's going on is they're being given orders to attack the bed up here. Davis's bed. Which would explain the weird sap angles that we're seeing. Just how it is. Just a weirdness. Weirdness that we'll deal with. I left Scorpio in the field? Oh, yes. I left her Scorpion in the field. Yes. I had her uninstall it and then didn't do anything else. The Toxin Pests. Good name. Alright, Scipia has her Scorpion again. We have a little hole in our wall, but nothing that we can't patch. I'll just have to micro. Yeah, every time I've checked up on the senators, they have food and drugs and meals. Yeah, they're fine. That's good. It's good they don't have to worry too much about the logistics over there now. So the slave quarter for the Eastern Republic, which is funny because the Eastern Republic has a Western villa, and the Western Republic has an Eastern villa now, and the Central Republic will likely have a Southern villa. So nobody is really aligned where they ought to be in terms of their Republic geography. Well, whatever. That's all squared away. We're slowly getting the stone cutters are catching up to the demand. And yeah, you're basically there. You'll be there tomorrow morning. Great. Not being where they are is my way of saying that, yeah, soon they'll have to adopt a new world order. Exactly. The old ways aren't working, so it's time to adapt our new ways. It's a subtle way of telling them that there's a new king in town. Yeah. What do you think, bud? You want another treat? Bonus treat. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch, November 17th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Lycan Legionnaires.